Any charming?
I could you know.
One penny say, the phantom money. Say, and ne, and you marry. Ben online. A best sleeping. Free house, also Sako one home, a sleeping tea, we dear, fine sir or sir, some man acquire what was.
I will be a jumper. Honorable, and whatever can. Sir, you know, I'm so sad also come on. It was Chevron yet into a quanta hole, so.
Any time we dear, a pigeon more. Now, Pam cool now, what Pam almost almost share a yearly share so. If you have pet, the name Omane Boaman so a baby shall move it to a war a dame. Now, I have sent it to 20. Stop it.
think another location there.
For now, 3 years now, for my 20. Yo. Nisharate, mada, se papa.
Yes, yeah.
Senior, thank you very much. Thank you.
La. Good evening.
This guy following you, why can't we see his face?
I know for him.
Okay, then let's go.
Oh, I know how the question question. Because we did a job in I mean, question.
Please, I'm fine. You're welcome.
I'm in Parliament. I'm in Parliament.
Your Excellencies, Ministers of State and Members of Parliament, heads of government agencies, traditional and religious leaders,
President of the Republic of Ghana, Your Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Your Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, the Right Honorable Speaker, Your Excellencies President Kufuor and Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia, the Right Honorable Speaker, Your Lordship and Acting Chief Justice, Honorable Ministers and Members of Parliament, members of the Diplomatic Corps, police staffers, the media, both local and international, fellow Ghanaians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the President and the people of Ghana, I welcome you to this evening of reflections and memorials in honor of our 8 brave compatriots who painfully died whilst on national assignment in Adansi in the Ashanti region of Ghana after a gory helicopter crash. They were Dr. Edward Omane Boaman, Minister for Defense, Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, and MP for Tamale Central, Alhaji Muniru Mohammed, Acting Deputy National Coordinator, and Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator, and former Minister for Food and Agriculture. Honorable Samuel Sapo, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress. Samuel Abuaji, a former parliamentary candidate and Deputy Director General of NADMO. Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, of the Ghana Armed Forces, Flying Officer Manin Chum Ampedu of the Ghana Armed Forces, Sergeant Ernest Adumensa of the Ghana Armed Forces. Today marks the 3rd day of the national period of mourning, where Ghanaians, Africans, and the world at large wipe our tears and reflect on the legacies and priceless contribution of these heroes who once lived with us, served and impacted many lives and communities. Today, we remember their delight and diligent service to our nation, even to the point of their last breath. Over these couple of days, we have asked many questions in self-doubt. We have questioned our faith and dared to ask, why them? Why ask? Why now? And why this way? Our hearts continue to bleed. Our eyes flood with tears, and our hearts still aching. Our minds unsettled, and our souls simply restless. Comrades, these 3 days are certainly not enough to fill the big void created. It is simply not enough to offer us healing and closure with fellow comrades and public servants. Perhaps it will take a long while to forget or heal these scars. But I'm sure on this day, our comrades will be urging us to wipe our tears. They will be telling us to remain united as a people and a nation, and to further course of governance in honor of their efforts. More importantly, they will be urging us to continue to strive to live by the values they stood for and died for. The values of patriotism, selfless leadership, bravery and service to their maker and country. Fellow Ghanaians, these times remind me and remind us of the spirit of oneness, the spirit that we have shown and continue to show across divides. We have held hands, offered and shared prayers together, and encouraged one another. On this evening of reflection, on behalf of the President of the Republic, and especially the families of the bereaved, I express profound gratitude to Ghanaians from all walks of life for the continued outpour of love. Farewell wishes, prayers, moral and emotional support to the government, the families of the 8 comrades, and the ministries, sectors, and departments they served. We are grateful to the President and the Vice President for their strength and leadership in these difficult times. We are grateful to the Right Honorable Speaker, the Acting Chief Justice, the former Vice President, and former President of the Republic of Ghana for their voices of comfort. We acknowledge the fraternal solidarity of our neighboring nations, regional and international community, with special mention of the President of Sierra Leone and the Chair of Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. We are also thankful to the clergy for the spiritual guidance and prayers over the souls of the fallen and our dear nation. To the wives, children, parents, relatives, former colleagues and close comrades of our fallen heroes, know that you are not alone in this tragedy. We stand with you in flesh and in spirit. We know God will restore you and this nation, and we assure you of a complete closure on the events surrounding your painful loss. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again, and may the immortal values, principles, and legacies of our 8 brave men continue to live on. May the good Lord bless their souls. Thank you.
ربنا ما خلقت هذا باطلا سبحانك ربنا انك من تدخل النار فقد اخزيته وما للظالمين من انصار ربنا اننا سمعنا مناديا ينادي للايمان ان الذين شهدوا لك بالوحدانيه ولنبيك بالرساله وماتوا على ذلك اللهم اغفر لهم وارحمهم وعافهم واعف عنهم واكرم نزلهم ووسع مدخلهم واغسلهم بالماء والثلج والبرد ونقيه من الذنوب والخطايا كما ينقى الثوب الابيض من الدنس
Your Excellency, respectfully, shall we please stand? Shall we please be seated? Alhamdulillah.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our national reflection. Their service and ultimate sacrifice, our national call to action. Let's welcome Presidential Spokesperson and Minister of State for Government Communications, the Honorable Felix Kwachi Ofosu.
Earned him respect across political divide and endeared him to colleagues, staff, and development partners and the broader Ghanaian public. His demise is not only a tremendous loss to MES, but also a monumental one to Ghana and the African continent, especially in the area of environment
and determination, quickly earning respect as a capable aviator and dependable co-pilot. His thirst for knowledge and technical proficiency set him apart even among his peers. Beyond his professional excellence, he was a loyal comrade, a willing mentee, a source of encouragement to all. His humility, warmth, and comradeship left an enduring impact on those who served with him. He was married to a naval officer. Rest in peace, Flying Officer Manai Chum Ampedu. Your wings may rest, but your spirit soars forever. Finally, late 202154 Sergeant Mensa
who recognized duties in the modern age security became a common technology in the national security intelligence policies. He championed strategies through the dialogue and intelligence, social cohesion and social economic development, and strong
President of Sierra Leone and Chair of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State. وإلى أعلى جناتك سابقين اللهم اغفر لهم وارحمهم وعافهم واعف عنهم وأكرم نزلهم ووسع مدخلهم واغسلهم بالماء والثلج والبرد ونقهم من الذنوب وينشر لكم ربكم من رحمته ينشر لكم ربكم من رحمته ويهيئ لكم من أمركم.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome Her Excellency the Vice President of Ghana, Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajima.
الأبيض من الدنس وجازهم بالحسنات إحسانا وبالسيئات عفوا وغفرانا حتى يكونوا في بطون الألحاد مطمئنين وعند قيام الأشهاد آمنين وإلى أعلى جناتك سابقين اللهم اغفر لهم وارحمهم وعافهم واعف عنهم
Yebowura, owura hina yebehuno. Oduma kuma diniko, owura da brene siedo. Owura beyebio, owura beyebio, onipa beyebio ne.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the family reflections. Before they were heroes, they were ours. This is what the families of our fallen heroes would say. The first family reflection.
Kofi Omane Boaman. Where do I start? And how do I begin? A man of depth, intelligence and wisdom, a soul calm as the ice but fierce as fire. My boss, my big brother, my guide. Omane was humanity personified, concerned even about the minutest details of those he loved and cared about. His attention to detail was par excellence, and second to none I have known. Omane understood what it meant to care, and care he did. Family was everything to the man. He would always admonish me to spend time with my wife and kids. I remember walking into his quaint living room at 4:30 a.m. in November 2015. And there he was marking pre-exam questions for his kids before they went to school, and he to the ministry. Omane's love for our country was only surpassed by his deep love for Rita, his dear wife, and Ekia, Ama, and Yao, his children and world. They were everything to him. This ethos he imbibed into me in every single conversation we had. Sam, how are Vera and the kids? Sam, spend more time with the children. Sam, there's no better home teacher for the kids than you and Vera. Who would you call, or who would call me now to ask me of my kids' academic performance? Kofi. I remember with fondness our 2 dinners this past May. Myself, you, Obobia and Joyce Bauer, and the conversations on life and the future that we had planned. How could you have abandoned us, Kofi? This was not the script nor the plan. Our hearts are broken in ways we never imagined, and our spirits are pained beyond words can describe. We are left with but memories of you, your smile, your wits and quips, your legacy. Yes, Omane's legacy. It is written in the many lives he touched and impacted, a legacy of selfless living. Kofi, they say you are gone, but you live in all of us. The world bids you farewell, but we refuse to let you go, those of us who know you. We refuse to let go of the values you not just taught us, but lived. Thank you, Kofi, for everything. Thank you for helping me with my first cabinet memo. Thank you for proofreading many of my speeches. Unfortunately, you couldn't do this one. Thank you for prepping me for many of my TV shows. Thank you for being my compass and guiding light in the mazy haze of politics. Thank you for simply being you. Edward Kofi Omane Boaman. Comrades, activate all body cameras.
Thank you. The next family reflection will be read by Ibrahim Mohammed Baba for Alhaji Dr.
And compassionate. Honorable Luna was courageous, incorruptible, and above all, God-fearing.
This one used to leave his hair.
The Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament, Honourable Alban S.K. Bagbin, the Acting Chief Justice, Justice Paul Bafo-Boni, and Justices of the Supreme Court and members of the Judiciary, Your Excellency, the former President of the Republic of Ghana, John Agyekum Kufuor, Your Excellency, the Chief of Staff, Minister of State, senior government officials, the National Chairman, General Secretary, and members of the National Democratic Congress, members of the Council of State, members of the clergy, both Christian and Muslim, traditional leaders, heads of security services, members of the diplomatic corps, heads of international organizations and agencies, families of our gallant folk. The news of the helicopter crash at Adansia Krofom, which tragically claimed the lives of 8 of our beloved citizens, all of whom were proudly serving our great nation, has shattered us to the core. Our nation is indeed in deep mourning. In my official capacity as President of the Republic of Ghana, I wish to extend the sincerest condolences of our nation to the bereaved families, the spouses and children grappling with the unimaginable pain, and the countless friends, colleagues, and community members who cherish these dedicated individuals. I pray that the cherished memories of these our loved ones will serve as a guiding light, illuminating a path towards through the darkness and devastation of this national tragedy. But I'm not addressing you today solely in my capacity as president. I stand before you tonight, additionally, and quite humbly, as a person who is also personally grieving the departed. But I'm not interested in addressing you today solely, Each of the 8 individuals on that helicopter was either a friend, a cherished colleague, or a valued citizen of this country that I lead. Indeed, some of them were like close family, like brothers, and so I feel their loss quite deeply. It pains me to think of them reduced today merely to names written and repeated again and again in news reports both here and abroad. There were only a few days ago vibrant lives, each dedicated to a singular cause, the betterment of our country. I want to honor those lives that were lived in full with unwavering passion and a commitment right up until they took their final breaths. Remember Flight Officer Chumampedu, Squadron Leader Peter Anala, Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensah, Samuel Abuaje, former NDC parliamentary candidate for Boise East and Deputy Coordinator for National Disaster Management Organization, Samuel Sapon, National Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Alhaji Limuna Muniru Mohammed, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator, Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Ibrahim Mohammed, MP for Tamale Central and Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, and my friend and confidant, advisor, Dr. Edward Kofi Omane Boaman, serving as our Minister for Defense. What compounds our collective grief and shock as a nation is the sudden, unpredictable, and violent nature of their passing. Culturally, we've become used to preparing for the loss of loved ones, even in brief illnesses. Yet in this increasingly complex and fast-moving world, we're sometimes faced with such sudden bereavement, forcing us to confront how fragile and how fleeting life really is. Here today, gone tomorrow. Recently, in a similar tragic accident, a few days before, we lost 15 of our young citizens, members of a church singing band who had gone to perform at a youth program of their church. Similarly, on that occasion, I expressed my condolences to the bereaved family and placed a personal call to Openyi Abraham, who is the head of the Savior Church in Ghana, to whom these young people belonged. It is at times like this, however, that the true spirit of us as Ghanaians reveal itself. We showcase the profound compassion that we have, our inherent decency, our indomitable resilience, and our deep-seated unity that have come to define our nation, Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, we come together tonight not solely as a nation divided by regions, ethnic groups, or political parties, but as a nation of brothers and sisters, held together by the fundamental understanding that we are indeed each other's keepers. Each one of us stands at the center of a vast network of people that extends beyond any single region or ethnic group. That was precisely the case with our 8 brothers we have just lost. Combined, I'm certain that the communities that they touch span the entire width and breadth of this nation. creating an interconnected tapestry of human relations. We're truly one seamless, unified family, and therefore we must not only mourn as one, but commit to healing as one. Their ultimate sacrifice, though painful beyond measure, serves as a powerful reminder of the profound work that remains to be done for Ghana. We know with absolute certainty that they will not want us to be paralyzed by grief. Indeed, they'll be the first to urge us to pick up the mantle, to channel our sorrow into renewed determination to get the work done. This is precisely the spirit behind Resetting Ghana agenda. A comprehensive call to reevaluate, to rebuild, and to reignite our collective ambition for a stronger, more prosperous nation. It demands courage, innovation, and an unwavering belief in our shared destiny. Let us therefore transform this profound sorrow into a catalyst for action. Let us honor their memories not just with tears, but with renewed dedication to the very ideals that they lived and died for. Let us recommit ourselves to working tirelessly, transcending our differences and focusing our energies on the monumental task of nation building. They served Ghana with their last breath, and it is our sacred duty to continue that service, to build the Ghana they wanted, a Ghana of opportunity, justice, and prosperity for all our citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the end of the 3 days of mourning that was declared for our fallen colleagues. We move from grieving to accepting our loss. Following the positive identification of the bodies of our deceased brothers, we will lay the first two of our comrades to rest tomorrow at the military cemetery at Chado. Consultations with families will determine the burial dates of the remaining colleagues. This is the enduring legacy they would expect, the progress they would demand. In closing, I would like to leave you with the poignant words of another native son of ours, one who served this country well, and who was also taken from us suddenly and in an equally violent and shocking manner. And the brief poem is titled, The Journey Beyond. And this son of ours is Professor Kofi Awuno, who was a former member of the Council of State. And I quote, he says, the howling cry through the doorposts, carrying boiling pots, ready for the feast. Kutsiami, the benevolent boatman, when I come to the river shore, please ferry me across. I do not have tied in my cloth the price of your stewardship, unquote. I'm certain countrymen and women that at the end of their passage, our 8 comrades will be met and welcomed on the other shore of the river by Professor Kofi Awuno, who wrote that poem, His Excellency Professor John Evans Atamils, Madame Theodosia Salome Oko, His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and all the other past great sons and daughters of our dear nation, Ghana. May the souls of our comrades and colleagues rest in perfect peace. May God bless their families and all who knew and loved them. And may God continue to bless our beloved homeland, Ghana. I thank you.
يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما
Jawa. Innocent. Innocent.